Hello students, welcome to science class. This is Akmal Hussain, lecturer biology, Square High School and College. Now I am going to take a science class of standard 8, chapter 14. Today's topic is exercise. At first, fill in the blanks. Number 1, the animals which dash are primary consumer. The animals which consume plants are primary consumers. Number 2, non-living components of an ecosystem are known as dash components. Non-living components of an ecosystem are known as abiotic components. Number 3, in nature, living organisms are interrelated with one another by different food chains. I am saying again, in nature, living organisms are interrelated with one another by different food chains. Number 4, due to action-reaction between biotic and abiotic components in nature, dash remain active. Ecosystem remain active. Due to action-reaction between biotic and abiotic components in nature, ecosystem remain active. Multiple choice questions. Number 1, which one of the following is primary consumer? Number 1, phytoplankton. Number A, phytoplankton. B, snail. Number C, tiger. Number D, stork. Correct answer will be snail. That means correct answer B. Number 2, which one of the following food chain is correct? Phytoplankton, small fish, zooplankton. B, fruit, insect, bird. C, grass, tortoise, small fish. Number D, khudipana, fish, snail. The correct answer will be B. That means fruit, insect and bird. Based on the following chart, answer question 3 and 4. Ecosystem. Number X, abiotic components. Y, biotic components. A, producers. B, consumers. C, decomposers. Number 3, which one of the following is included under C? Included under C. C means decomposer. Phytoplankton, zooplankton, bacteria, insect. Actually, bacteria is one type of decomposer. So, correct answer C, bacteria. Number 4, in the above chart, 1, Y is depend on X. Y, biotic components depend on abiotic components. Correct. Number 2, B is depend on A. Consumer depends on producers. Correct. Number 3, A and C are interdependent. Producers and decomposer interdependent. This is also correct. So, the correct answer will be D, 1, 2 and 3. Creative question number 1. Fahim, during his visit to a forest, saw different types of plants and varieties of animals. They include rabbit, deer, monkey, tiger, hawks, etc. During his visit, he witnessed the felling of large trees in an area and the low presence of those animals there. Now, what is ecosystem? A. What is ecosystem? The living components of a particular environment is functioning and interacting with the biotic components to form a relatively stable system is called ecosystem, or we may say The biotic and abiotic components when make a stable relation in a particular place is called ecosystem. Number B. What do you mean by decomposer? Decomposers are the animals, actually microorganisms, which decomposes the dead body of plants and animals, especially bacteria and fungi. After the death of plants and animals, these microorganisms act on their bodies and decompose it. Number C. Make a food chain with the above mentioned animals that find witness and explain. So here you have to make the food chain on the basis of the presence of different animals and plants. If we like to make a food chain, at first we have to mention the solar energy, then plants. Here different types of plants, but no mention different plants name. So you have to mention at first solar energy, then plants, then primary consumer: rabbit, deer, monkey, hawks we may mentioned here, as well as the tertiary or secondary. That means at first solar energy, then plants, then rabbit, monkey, deer, and finally tiger and hawks. You have to mention under the plants and consumers decomposer and connect it on the basis of your textbook, as well as some energy will losses or energy wastage due to respiration in plants, different animals, as well as decomposers. At first you have to make the food chain, then you have to describe in your words. Number D. Explain causes of decline of the number of animals in the area where felling of trees take place. You know, in an ecosystem, producer is much more important components, because decomposer and consumers both are depend on plants. Like that, deer, rabbit, hog and monkey lives on plants. Since the large trees felled in a certain area of the forest, the above mentioned animals damage to find food in some other areas. Again, tigers were also not available because the animals tigers depend on for food had gone away somewhere else in the forest. This is why tigers are also hardly seen in the certain area of the jungle. So you have to describe it in your words. Next class we will discuss about the creative question number 2. Thank you.